Hello everyone, my name is EDT and in today's video we're going to be learning how to code in Python. This is episode 2 of the series and today we're going to be learning how to code a calculator. It is a very simple program in Python and compared to other programs. Once you get the thought in your head it might seem complicated but as we learn it will get easier and all. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. So first step is to open ideally. So we'll do that. Let's open up ideally. And then as always is like I thought in the last video, we have to go to file, new file to create a new file to start running our programs and all. So this is where we're going to be creating a calculator. So in the last video I had told that Python has some specific symbols for different operations, for such as for division it is the slash symbol, and then for division without decimal we'll use a double slash. So we'll be using these symbols and creating our calculator. So I just want you to imagine something. If you're in a calculator, would you want to type any operation which you want to do? So suppose if I wanted a division, do you want me to type division like this, or should it be that you have to type it like this? So like 1 and is addition, 2 is subtraction, 3 is multiplication, and 4 is division. Should it be like this, or should it be you have to type out every single time if you want to do an operation this way? No. So we're going to implement this system in our app, which will also give us a new topic to learn about, which is known as loops and conditional statements. So these are the two topics we're going to be learning about today. So first, let's just take the input from user. So first we'll tell the user what the app like what option does what. So suppose, so we'll just do a simple print statements. We'll do print, open the double quotes so that it's string, remember, strings and integers. So we'll open up the double quote. We'll type in the first option. So first we'll welcome them. So we'll say welcome to the simple calculator created with Python. We'll just do this first. After that, what we'll just do a print, an empty print. So this will just leave an empty line in so that the UI looks more neat. After that, we'll show all the options. So we'll do print one dash. So if you type 1, it will be addition. If you type 2, it will be subtraction. If you type 3, it will be multiplication. And then last but not the least, if you type 4, it should be division. So we'll just see if the UI is working properly. Just save it as calculator or whatever program name you would like to give it. I'll save it as and then to run it, we'll just do run and run module. So as you can see, this is how our UI looks like, so that it just prompts the user about it. After this, we'll take the input from user. So what we'll do, like just like last class, we'll do like that only. We'll do option equals to integer input, so that the user can do an input. The int function and will convert the input to an integer. A function is basically just a small code. It's a fixed task which is done by a code block. So integer will just convert the input to an integer. An integer is just a number. So it will convert the string, which is a sequence of numbers, letters, and loads of things, to numbers. So we'll do that. We'll open the input and then we'll say enter your option, and then we'll close it off. So now if you see, it will show enter your option. I can select 2, and then yeah, we haven't coded in the rest. So after this, we have to see what the user has entered. But how will we do that? Is it even possible in Python? Yes. So this is where conditional statements come into play. So we'll use if condition, if, elif, and else. If condition checks if a statement is true and does the thing over there. So suppose if I want to say, if the user has entered 1, start doing addition. So what I'll do, we'll do that. So how do you code an if? So we'll do if, type the word if, space, and then put in your condition. So we'll do option, and since we want to check if option is equal to something, so equal to either 1, 2, 3, or 4, what we'll do equals to. If you want to check if something is greater, we do the greater symbol and lesser symbol respectively. Greater equals to lesser equals to will be this, and so on. There's hundreds of combinations. Does not equal to is like this, and then you can check a lot. So but for today you're only going to be using equals to. So if option, remember one more thing, please remember that there will be no space, absolutely no space. So options equals to 1, because if the user has typed 1, then it would show addition. So then we'll put a colon, which will tell it that whatever code I'm going to put now is inside it option. So can you see now indentation has started? So now there's a bit of space before I can type. That's called indentation. It's the most important thing in Python, because without that it's not possible, because Python uses indentation to understand the code properly. It's not like other languages is where they see that, oh, so if is there, so once the user puts something called an end, then the code stops. It's not like that like other languages. We use indentation. So we give space before an letter and all, to show that this is there in this block of code. So what we'll do is we'll say a print option, we'll do this option selected addition, and then we close it off. So after this is done, we have to start asking the user for for the numbers. So what we'll do, we'll ask for 2 numbers. So num1, make sure there's no space in the variable and no capital letters, because that's not allowed. And then we'll just copy paste this, because we are doing the same thing. We're just going to change the inside part. So what we'll do, we'll just do enter the first number. That After that, we'll ask the user for the second number. We'll just copy paste. That makes life a lot easier. And then we'll enter the second number. So now we want to add it. So what we'll do, we'll create a new variable called sum. After that, we'll do equals to num1. And then how do we add? By using a plus sign. So we'll do num1 plus num2. We'll test it out. Oh wait, we forgot to print it. Remember, we also have to print it. So what we'll do print sum. After that, we'll do function f5, which is the shortcut for run. And then we're going to select addition. It's going to say option select addition. So we're going to enter the first number. Our first number will be 21. Second number will be 3. We get the answer as 24. So next we'll code it for subtraction. So it's basically the same thing, but this time instead of using if, we'll use elif. Elif is basically an extension. So this is how you do it. So what does elif do is if this is not true, it will check if this statement is true. So suppose I'll give the statement as subtraction statement. Yep. So elif will check if the if statement is false, then it will run the code inside. Then it will check this statement. If this is true, then you can add another elif. That elif will check if that's not there. Then you can. It's infinite possibilities. So, but right now we'll just code this one for now. Do enter. Indentation has started. Then we'll just copy this thing because it's the exact same thing. Just we'll have to do a bit of changes. So we'll do subtraction, and then we'll do instead of sum we'll do diff because it's the difference for this time. And what we'll do minus. So now if you see, I'll select 2. It says option is subtraction. 23 minus 12, 11. So now we have done subtraction. Now we'll move on to multiplication. So what we'll do, we'll just put another elif. We'll do option equals to 3. And then so it's again the same thing like this. So it's basically the same as subtraction. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that to put indentation, you have to use the tab key. You can't use spaces and put it, otherwise it's wrong. So just use tab, it will make life much easier, and it's also correct. So now we'll just change the operation selected. It'll be multiplication, and the first number, second number will be same. Instead of difference, we'll do prod because has product. We'll do parent prod. And in my last video about this Python, I told that for multiplication we can't use the X symbol because Python thinks that as a letter, not a operation. So instead, computers use the asterisk, not it, the asterisk symbol for multiplication. So we'll test it out to see if it works. We'll select 3. Option selected is multiplication. We'll enter the first number, 32 into 2. We'll get 64. So if you don't believe me, it's 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 2, 6. So it's 64. This is the operation for multiplication which we have completed. Next we'll do another elif for option in 4, which is division. We'll again copy the same thing, and if you see a pattern, then you're not alone, because it's basically the same thing repeated over and over again. I can't spell division. Yeah. So now instead of this, we'll write quotient, because oh yeah, I forgot. You can't put capital letters. Remember. So we'll do this, and just like multiplication last time, it is not the division symbol or any other thing. It's the slash symbol which divides with the remainder. If you want it without the remainder, you should put double slash. If you want only the remainder, then you'll have to put the percentage symbol. So we'll do with this only, and then if we test it out, 4 division is selected. We'll do 4 divided by 2. It gives 2.0, because as integers have decimal points. If you want to do that, if you don't want decimal points, what you can do is convert this into a float. You can't convert it like that. Sorry, you can. That's what I meant. So you can just type a float. A float is a number where the decimal is not there. So it will only print the whole number, not the decimal. So I'll show it to you again. 4 2. Is it working? Oh, okay. So, if you're doing division, you can't use float. If the number is from division, you can't use a float. So, if you want no remainder, just do that, and then it'll start work. So we'll just do 4 4 2, and then yeah, here there's no decimal point and then 0. So, but I want a decimal point, so I'll keep like that. And now we'll introduce another thing in this. It might be a bit confusing, but it's okay. You'll eventually learn it. Now it's else. Else means if all of these are not true, all of these. So if option is not equal to 1, option is not equal to 2, option is not equal to 3, and option is not equal to 4, then this one will be executed. So whatever is in else will be executed. There will be no condition. You just have to put this, and then it will execute if none of the options are working. So suppose if else is not there, I want to print input is invalid. So now suppose if I put 10, it will say input is invalid. But I think so I've now realized something, that if I want to again run the calculator, I will again and again and have to keep closing it and then keep running the program again and again. We don't want that. So what we can do is use while loops. So while loops, what it does is it repeats a piece of code again and again and again until the condition, like suppose option equals to 1 is not satisfied. So what I'll do is I'll create a variable on top. I'll do c equals to 1. So this is basically count, and then what I'll do is I'll keep a while loop here, so the program won't be executed until the while is done. So how do you write a while loop? Is while open curved brackets, type a condition. So I'll do c equals to 5, and then close it. I'll do print C. So what will while do? It will keep printing the value of C again and again and again until C is not 5. So I'll show it to you. Okay. So it should come up. Oh no. So what it will do? It will keep doing it. Why if C is 5? So while C is not 5, we have to do. So after it becomes 5, we want to stop. So now it will keep printing it again and again and again until it does not stop. And then it crashes. That's what happens. So that's why we shouldn't do this. We should figure out some way to pause the program, or some way to make sure that our computer does not crash, because as you saw, it crashed. So what we'll do, I'll open up calculator. My program is saved. So what I'll do instead is I'll make a way so that the program stops. So what I've done is I've added a count c equals to c plus 1. So what will happen? The value of c will be updated. So the value of c will be changed from c. So suppose the value of c is 1 right now. So c plus 1. So it will become 2, then 3, then 4. So that is what will happen. So now it will actually stop after a point. So it stopped till 4 because it did not execute when it was 5. So now I want you to think about something. It is doing this condition while it is true. Only if the condition is true, then it's repeating the statement. So if you want to repeat a program forever, can't we just do while uh, true? Because that's the option it's giving. So we'll do while true, and then since it's indentation in Python, you have to go to every single one of these and then do some. You have to indent it. It's not that hard. What I like to do is use the up arrow, home button, and then tab. So up arrow, home, tab, 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 up arrow, home, tab. So we'll just keep doing this until everything is indented. So now what does this program say? While true. So there's no condition this time. It just says while true. So it means the program will repeat infinitely. So, this solves a problem. Like if we discussed, we don't want to again and again and have it keep restarting the calculator to actually start the program. So what we'll do? So I've selected subtraction. I'll do 4 minus 2, and then it will again start the calculator. So then, and we don't have to keep repeating the same thing again and again and again, and we'll just have to just start the calculator once, and then it will keep doing it. So if I do 5, input is invalid, it'll again take me back to the same screen. So this solves a problem. So if I do 32 plus 45, it has given me the answer 77. So this solves a problem, and it's an easy way to solve a problem if you think about it. And one more thing which you should probably do is put a print on top here. Print, so that uh, not on top, sorry, on the bottom. So every time the program is running, it will print an empty line so that you can tell the difference between each um, starting. So what I'll do is do 34, 45. So now it's just showing a gap here. So this is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.